All right, we're going to finish on talking about cultural understandings of personality through global and regional differences, as well as the difference between individualist and collectivist cultures. In Chapter 10, which I encourage you, if you haven't already watched it, to go and watch that video, we distinguish a little bit more whenever it comes to the expression of emotions and the difference between an individualist or a me culture versus a collectivist culture, aka a we culture. So when it comes to your culture as it pertains to the understandings of personality, culture is one of the most important environmental factors that influences who you are, those long-standing traits that propel you to consistently think, feel, and behave. So to define culture, these are the beliefs, customs, arts, and traditions of a particular society. Are personality traits the same across cultures, or are there variations? So, there are both universal and cultural specific aspects that account for variations in personality. So, for example, Asian cultures, they're more collectivistic. So, they're more about the we rather than the me. So, they tend to be less extroverted. They're more introverted individuals. All right. And in Central and South American cultures, they tend to score higher on openness to experiences. And now, in European cultures, they tend to score high in neuroticism, so they're more prone to negative emotions. So that intrigues me a good bit. But getting a little bit more micro, especially here in the United States, we are a very big country comparatively to all the others in the world. And so, as a result, depending on your region in the United States, that can influence your personality. Now, if it doesn't as much influence your personality, what we see the trends shifting to is that whenever individuals become adults and they're more established, they will move to different regions of the country that more so fit their personality traits. But for those that we can identify, whenever it comes to cluster one, these people are more so at the, they're more so in the upper Midwest and deep South. So for those who are in these two regions, they're more friendly and conventional individuals. We always like to say Southern hospitality, and depending on where you're watching this in the world, if you've not already clicked off because my Southern accent is unbearable, I'm from the South, and I do tend to notice that there is such a thing as Southern hospitality that's not experienced in other regions of the country. And that's okay. It's not that people, if you go to the North, that people are meaner. It's that they're more direct. They mean well and they're kind. They just show it and express it verbally in a different way. Nothing wrong with that. Now, for those who reside in the West, so that's California, Oregon, Arizona, Nevada, things like that, they are more so emotionally stable and creative individuals, as well as relaxed. Maybe because it's warmer out that way comparatively to up north, except more so towards Oregon. I'm sure in Oregon and I don't think Washington's a part of that cluster, but more so Idaho and things like that. Now, for those who reside in the Northeast, you can see a distinct difference there where these individuals are more temperamental, uninhibited, things like that. So they are more likely to be stressed and irritable and depressed, maybe again because it's colder there more frequently throughout the year. All right? Now, let's talk about individualist versus collectivist cultures. When it comes to individualist cultures, here in the United States, we're very much a me culture. We value independence, we value competition and personal achievement. Okay? People display more personally oriented personality traits. All right. Now, when it comes to collectivist cultures, more so in the eastern part of the world, this includes Asia, Africa, and even in South America. So South America is more so west, but still they're included in this. We've noticed that they're more so collectivistic. They value social harmony, respectfulness, and the group's needs over the individual's needs. So what does the group need before me? Whereas here in the United States and England and Australia, it's more so let me take care of myself and then potentially help other people. I'm not going to say that that's inherently selfish, but we do value individual competition rather than the success of a group. But that's not that's separate from engaging in sport activities. That's a different environment or agency altogether. We're just talking about the culture in general.